Good morning, friends. Today's math lesson is going to be a review so that you can take your math test today. When you are finished with your math test, you will be able to say, I can use multiplication and division to write different types of math multiplication problems. I can identify the factors and the products. Friends, let's take a look at what we did last week and see if you are ready for the test. First of all, we talked about the math story problem when we write times as many. I have 4 Skittles. Miss Sherman has 3 times as many. How many does Miss Sherman have? In our lesson for last week, we learned 4 different ways to do story problems, and one is jumps on a number line, an array, make a table, and look for a pattern. We are going to talk about jumps on a number line, 4 times as many. So when we think about the 4 Skittles I have, I make a jump on a number line, 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. One jump, that is how many Skittles I have. Miss Sherman has 3 times as many as I do, so she jumps 1, 2, 3, 4 once, 1, 2, 3, 4 twice, and 1, 2, 3, 4 3 times. She lands on the 12. Let's color this in. She lands on the 12 right here. Now that wasn't so good. Let me try that again. Nope, I guess I can't erase that. But she lands right here on the 12. So Miss Sherman has 12 Skittles because she has 3 times as many as I do. I have 4. She has 4 once, 4 twice, and 4 3 times. When we check it, we can see that my Skittles are the 1 jump right here. Miss Sherman's are 3 times as many, or 3 jumps, 1, 2, 3. Miss Sherman's jumps land on 12, so 3 times as many as my 4 equals 12, or 3 times as many of 4 equals 12. Pause this right here, friends, and take a look at your paper to make sure you understand how to do times as many. The second type of story problems that we learned to write were story problems involving an array, or understanding equal groups. When we have equal groups, we can easily make an array. So let's take a problem like this, where students are on 3 teams. Each team has 6 members, so equal groups. 3 teams with each having 6 members. They are equal groups. How many students altogether? If we set up an array, I make my 3 teams. 1 team is a line, 2 teams is a line, and 3 teams is a line. We put 6 members to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 members on each team. Team 1 has 6. Team 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Team 3 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we count these up, we will notice that we have 3 teams with 6 members on each group. It looks like this: 3 teams times 6 members equals 18 students altogether. When we go over here to do the check, we notice that the 3 lines are the 3 teams. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3. We notice that the circles are the 6 students on each team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 more, and 6 more. Then we have the answer is 3 teams of 6, or 3 rows of 6. 3 times 6 equals 18. I know that is true because I know my threes facts, and I also can check it on a multiplication table. Friends, again, pause your video here, check your work pack, check your paper to make sure you understand equal groups is a way to make an array for a multiplication story problem. Okay, we did this one last Friday and it didn't turn out so well, so I'm going to do this one again today and make sure you understand it totally, because your math test will include that you will have to write an unknown factor problem. So this third way of writing math problems or math story problems is an unknown factor. Here is an example of an unknown factor problem. I need 8 Skittles for 1 cookie. I use 24 Skittles altogether, so how many cookies did I make? Well, the unknown factor is right here. I have to have 8 Skittles for every cookie times how many cookies equals 24 Skittles altogether. The unknown factor is represented by this box right here. And in the story, you can see that I have one factor, 8 Skittles, times something equals 24 Skittles altogether. Notice that my story problem has the product in it. The 24 Skittles is what I used altogether, but what I don't know is how many cookies I made. In order to do an unknown factor problem for this lesson, you're going to make a table and look for a pattern in the table. So, if I make my table as cookies, because it says 1 cookie, so I have cookie as a heading. It also says Skittles, so I have Skittles as a heading, and I'm looking for the total of Skittles right here, 24 total Skittles. So my categories are cookies, Skittles for each cookie, and total Skittles with all the cookies I made. So let's take a look at it. For 1 cookie, I have 8 Skittles. It tells me that right here, 8 Skittles for 1 cookie. And my pattern, or my multiplication sentence representing 1 times 8, is 1 cookie times 8 Skittles equals 8 Skittles altogether. If I make 2 cookies, I have 8 Skittles in 1 cookie and 8 Skittles in the other cookie, or 2 times 8 equals 16. 2 cookies with 8 in each cookie equals 16 Skittles altogether. And now, if I do 3 cookies, I have 8 in 1, 8 Skittles in the second cookie, and 8 Skittles in the third cookie, or 3 cookies times 8 Skittles in each cookie equals 24 cookies, and I notice this 24 matches the 24 total here. So I'm going to take a careful look at this problem and notice that I have an 8. That is represented right there. That's one factor. My missing factor is the 3 right here, because 3 times 8 equals 24, or 3 cookies times 8 Skittles in each cookie equals 24 altogether. My missing factor is 3. I could keep going and notice that I have 4 cookies, or 8 in 1 Skittle, or 8 Skittles in 1 cookie, 8 Skittles in the second cookie, 8 Skittles in the third cookie, and 8 Skittles in the fourth cookie, or 4 times 8 equals 32. And I could do that for 5, I could do it for 6. But I can stop because I have my 24, which is what the story is asking. So I know that 8 times 3 equals 24 because my table with columns and rows shows a pattern of 1 times 8, 2 times 8, 3 times 8, 4 times 8, 5 times 8, and 6 times 8. I can do my 8 facts to figure out all of these. I'm going to check my answer, and I know that I need 8 Skittles for 1 cookie. That matches this part of the story. I used 24 Skittles. That matches this part of the story. How many cookies did I make? Well, I made 3 cookies because 24 Skittles is what I need to make 3 cookies according to my table. And that number sentence would look like this. 3 cookies times 8 Skittles in each cookie equals 24. This number sentence matches this story, and this story matches that story, so I know my answer is correct. Okay, my friends, you may stop the video, you may go back and review it, you may check it to your papers to make sure you totally understand it, because you will have a test coming up after your special today. Your job is to understand this, go for the gold, and be great, my friends.